Wanting what is in front of me is wonderful, but wanting when I don't have it can be painful. Wants are tricky. Wanting something is neither good nor bad. It all depends on the situation. If I want to be married and I'm married, this is a great combination. In this situation, wanting to be married is peaceful. But if I want to be married and I'm not married, then that want could be actually painful. So it all depends on whether the thing you're wanting is actually possible or is actually available in that moment. What the work of Byron Katie does is it helps me to adjust to changing situations. And it does so by first noticing any pain inside of me, any emotional pain that shows up. It tells me that I'm resisting change or I'm wanting something that I don't have. I'm arguing with reality. And the pain comes from being attached to what I want when I can't get it. That's the key. It's one thing to want something, but to want something when I can't get it, that's when the stress really begins. So stress is the clue that I'm starting to do this. I'm attaching to something that I want when I'm not able to get it. And my happiness as a result becomes conditional on getting what I want. When I notice a painful want like that, I do the work. I write down the want that is running inside of me and I question it, not as a means of going into denial, but rather as a means of really noticing how that want is working for me. Is it bringing me peace or is it bringing me stress? Is it bringing me happiness or is it bringing me pain? Basically, the purpose of a want is to make me happier. I want, a new car. I want to be successful. I want to become proficient at something. These wants are not bad things. They're something that's trying to get us to be even happier than we are. But the problem is when we're not able to get those wants fulfilled, then it brings actually more stress than peace, it brings more pain than happiness. And so the work is a way of noticing that. Okay, I was wanting something and I thought it was going to be really great, but actually my stress level is higher than I was experiencing even before that want. So noticing the effect of the want. The work is nothing more than noticing. When I notice that holding on to my want is causing me stress and pain, I'm much more willing to hold it loosely or even to let it go completely. Which brings up an interesting contradiction. When I question what I want, the intensity and desperation often goes away. Because what am I doing? I'm saying, I want that. Is it true? And I'm really thinking about it. And notice how stressful it is to believe that I want it and how much easier I would feel if I wasn't thinking that I want it. So as I question what I want, the intensity, the desperation, it starts to diminish. But that doesn't always mean that my want completely goes away. I've watched it happen many times after doing the work on a particular want. The craving goes away. The desperation goes away. I don't care so much if I get what I want or not. But yet, I still find myself moving towards some desired goal. It's almost just natural. So, what I'm doing here is I'm desiring almost without desiring. It's totally contradictory. I call it wanting without wanting. And it's a feeling of peace. There's a feeling of empowerment there. There's an easiness. It's as if the want is no longer my want, but it has a life of its own. And so this non-attachment, if you can say, is where I can be peaceful even when I'm still pursuing some kind of goal. This balance of opposites is my favorite place to be. It allows me to act and pursue practical goals in the world without feeling desperate about achieving them. I'm acting, even wanting, without attachment. In fact, my action tends to be more effective in this space of not caring. The less I want, the more present I become. I notice that my wants bring me into the future or into the past. When I question my wants, I often find that where I am right now is what I want. I may still be pursuing some goal, but I'm pursuing that goal in the present, one step at a time, and that makes all the difference in the world. And so if I don't reach that goal, no problem. I'm having a great time pursuing it. And if I do reach the goal, great. That's an extra bonus, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. So when I'm in that space, it feels like freedom. So, what are your painful wants? And I put the word painful in there to emphasize looking for the stress. There's something stressful I want, but I'm not getting, or I'm not comfortable with it taking a long time. So, I encourage you to write down your stressful or painful wants and question them using the work of Byron Katie and the 4 questions and turnarounds. And I'll end with a quote from Byron Katie in her book, Question Your Thinking, Change the World. I am a lover of what is, and I don't want anything else. I only know I want to be here with you now. I am here with you. That's how I know. That's how I know that I want to be. It wasn't planned. It's simply unfolding.